Hi, this is Chef Susan Maldonado, and today we're here to talk about how to thicken a soup or a sauce. So there are two major thickening agents. One is a roux, which is equal parts flour and fat, and you have a white roux, a blonde roux, and a brown roux. And then you could use a slurry. It's called a slurry, and it's cornstarch and water. So for your white roux, it would be uncooked flour and fat, meaning you would melt your butter or heat up your fat, whichever fat you're going to use, oil or butter. You would melt your butter in a saute pan, and after that your fat is either warmed or your butter is melted, then you're going to add your flour and you're going to whisk that until it comes together in the pan, and basically that's it. You're done. So that would be the white roux. And then the blonde roux, you're going to do the same thing, except you're going to cook your flour and fat a little bit longer until it produces a subtle change in color. And then for your brown roux, you're going to cook it even longer and for several minutes until you get a nutty aroma and a brown color has been attained. If you want to make something like beef stew, you want to cook it even longer and get it even darker. So here's a picture of the roux. Here's the white roux, the blonde roux, and the brown roux. The white roux does have a yellow tinge, which that's how it should look. Your blonde roux is a little darker than your white roux. And then you have your brown roux. This color right here would be great for a chicken gravy or a turkey gravy. But again, if you want to do beef stew or a gumbo, especially beef stew, you want it a nice dark, deep brown. And for a gumbo, you want it almost black. Here is a video that you can watch on how to. Okay, so there you see your video for how to make a roux, and it'll take you step by step on the white roux, the blonde roux, and the brown roux. Next, we have a slurry, which is cornstarch and water. And I have a video for that too. So you can click on the link, and this is going to bring you up to how to make a cornstarch slurry. Okay, so you see that there's a video on how to thicken a sauce with cornstarch. So these are very good videos to watch. The next thing is what you cook dictates what thickener you should be using. So if you're going to make an Asian dish, like a stir fry, you see how nice and shiny and gleaming the meat looks? That's because they used a cornstarch slurry. Slurries, if you've eaten Asian type foods, their sauces are very silky looking, very smooth and very shiny looking. That's because they use the cornstarch slurry. If you want to make a gravy, you're going to use fat and flour. And again, the darker you let the roux get is the color gravy you're going to get. So this is a nice brown gravy to pour on top of your mashed potatoes. If you're doing chicken, you want a lighter gravy. If you're doing a chicken pot pie, you might want to use the white or the blonde roux. So that's our lesson today on thickeners for soups and sauces. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.